Well, I'm Bubba Shakespeare, you're watching the Lab TV, and today we're going to ask people, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? So, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
The finest. Do you want to tell people your name?
My name is Rory.
What do you do?
I play music and I ride around on this decent bike.
His bike is decent. Have a look at this. Check it out. How cool is this bike? I had a bike very similar to that myself, except it got robbed twice. What a dose. So, anyway, right, there's a question I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
Jump out of a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because I could just go all the way to the bottom and just land on my feet.
No parachute?
No parachute.
Did you see the fiend that actually done that?
Yeah, he had the squirrel suit on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. No,
That was class.
But I heard about it.
What else would you do though if you knew you couldn't
If I couldn't fail,
What kind of dream or desire would you follow if you knew you couldn't fail?
I'd keep going with music. I play music. Sure, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of balls to the wall. Go for it. Start applying for Slane. And they'll go, alright, okay. Played Slane, Oxygen.
Are you doing anything like that right now?
Am I doing anything like that right now? No, I probably should.
What's holding you back?
I'm really bad at writing emails.
What I'm doing at the moment.
Oh my god, I had the same answer.
Right, and I love, that's why I love what you're doing. So I'm just going to tell a quick thing what I'm doing at the moment. On the 23rd of September at the lock, right, we're looking at getting 5,000 people surrounding the lock, holding hands, right? Positive intentions on water. Think the thing about Dr. Emoto, right? So we want, there's people with suicide and people in negative emotions in dark places. So what we're doing is we're getting everyone at the lock, surrounding the lock, holding hands. So if anyone in Cork is suffering from negative emotions in a dark place, that they know that there's people there only happy to listen to them and support them, because we don't want any more people committing suicide. We want to symbolically show like that everyone is turning up for people. So if there's anyone heading towards a negative place, that there's other ways out. Like there's always people there to listen to, and it's brilliant. People turn up doing Tai Chi, tango dancing, brilliant. Like, you know what I mean?
Product placement.
Little garlic bread.
Can't beat it. So tell the people your name.
Emer O'Sullivan.
What you do?
I'm a music producer.
How are you?
Not too bad, how are you?
The finest.
Good.
So the question I want to ask is, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?
I'd probably still be doing what I'm doing now.
Which is?
Producing.
Music?
Yeah.
Which you just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting.
That is?
Yeah.
So you feel as though you're already doing what you would do?
Yeah.
So money isn't an issue?
Not really. Like, you kind of make it bits here and there, it kind of all adds up, like, so. And like at the start you're always kind of going to be like, you have to be resourceful and like not really, you can't really, fear isn't going to help you, you know. You have to just...
Yeah, true that. Do you think that money really matters?
Oh god, yeah, to an extent, like you need to be alive. So like...
No, that's good. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's just that sometimes I think people put money in front of their dreams.
Yeah.
I think that they can't do it just because the money isn't there.
Yeah, but like I think a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that because music is creative, you can't make a living from it. But like, if that's the case, then why is there such a huge industry that makes billions every year?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be creative yourself in making your own opportunities. That sounds like an annoying sentence, but like...
No, that's true.
Like...
I believe it. If you want to do something, you put your plan in place, follow your plan,
yeah.
Follow your heart, follow your love, go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Don't tell yourself the wrong story. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Emer, thank you very much. Your class.
So are you.
Have a good day.
Bye. You too.
Enjoy the garlic. How are you getting on?
Not too bad now.
So tell us your name.
Aaron, Ben, Kennedy.
What's happening? All right. So the question I want to ask you is, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Who wants to go first?
Do you want to go first? I suppose I'll go first. Yeah. If I couldn't fail, I suppose I'd just make sure that all I had to do to succeed and like have all my money is just play music. And they write music, play it live, just not have to worry about having another job to fuel any of my ambitions. Just be a good musician.
That's class. You know what I'm noticing is that Cork is so creative, and most people that I've met today are saying, I'll just do music. Same as myself, I just do music. Well, currently right now I'm doing what I want to do.
TV.
Exactly. So
how bad?
I guess I think the common thing is most people are going to say something creative that they want to do.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I think that if I couldn't fail, I don't think I'd be driven to do anything. I think it's the fact that you can fail that drives you to succeed. Like, I think if I thought I could just do anything I wanted, I wouldn't do much.
Oh, that's a good answer. Oh, my man. Okay. Tell us your name.
Sean,
What do you do?
I'm a musician.
How are you getting on, man?
Very good.
Goodbye.
It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
Keaton, you're decent.
Thanks. You're also decent.
Thanks, man. So, the question I want to ask you is, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
Probably nothing.
Very interesting.
I don't know. Who knows? Or everything.
Why would you say probably nothing?
If you couldn't fail at anything, what would be the point? I
Success.
don't know. I suppose. But if you knew you could do it, then what's the point?
But that's not enough, though, isn't it? You need the experience, don't you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be smart.
No, but
I'm not.
but I like the answer because Ben said the same thing earlier on.
Yeah.
He said, look, if you knew you couldn't fail, then I'd probably do nothing.
Sure. That's like if life lasted forever, what would be the point in doing anything or feeling anything? Or I know it's a different question, but kind of.
Well, they're similar, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. If life lasted forever, I'd say you'd get bored eventually.
Yeah. Nothing would matter as much because it.
That's very true. Oh, I like where this is going. Do you know? Can you imagine if you lived for 1,000 years and you lived the same existence for 1,000 years? You'd be kind of like, oh my God, I am sick of going to
Bored
Central
of this.
eating a breakfast roll.
Yeah.
I've done this for 1,000 years now.
Yeah.
So if I knew I couldn't fail, man, I'd be on top of the world. Man.
Although I suppose you just have a bit of a laugh. If it happens suddenly, like if you weren't born like that, then it'd be a bit of a kick, I suppose.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Can you tell the people your name
My name is Minnie.
and what you do?
I'm a singer.
And she's decent as well. Tom, babe. So I have a question for you. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
If I knew I couldn't fail, what would I do? Everything that I thought I could fail at doing. No?
Like what?
Like flying
Oh yeah.
and being a millionaire.
What's stopping you from being a millionaire?
Nothing is stopping me, but there's a possibility of failing. If I knew I couldn't fail, I'd be a millionaire today.
Me too, man. I think if you wanted to be a millionaire, you could put a plan in place, follow your plan,
Yeah.
boom. What would you do right now if money wasn't an issue, sir?
What would I do right now if money wasn't an issue? I'd travel the world 5 times.
Where would you go first?
First, I'd go back to South Africa first, where I come from.
Class.
In the tribes though, KwaZulu-Natal,
Yeah?
where Shaka Zulu comes from, the king.
Do you feel like you kind of miss that kind of thing?
Yeah.
There's a part of you like, oh man, I long for that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this commercial existence. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
you need to get back to the roots.
Back to the roots.
Take your shoes off, walk
Feel the
barefoot in the sand, and do I know. Can you do a tribal dance like
Do the dab.
a tribal dab? Tell them. What language do they speak back home?
They speak Zulu.
How can you speak Zulu?
Not necessarily, but I still have a few words that I can say, sentences.
Can you give us an example?
What can I give you? Kunjani.
Gunjani. I'm learning, but decent.
Kunjani is how are you? Yeah. Yeah.
How do you say I'm fine?
I'm fine. Ngiyaphila.
Gampila.
Yeah, ngiyaphila.
Alright, so ask me, sir.
Kunjani.
Gampila. Tell him. This is what I do right now if I knew I couldn't fail, and I am doing it. Feels great, boy. This is what not failing looks like. Yes. Minnie, thank you. You are a star, boy.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
You have a lovely day. Bye.